So who do you think wins the Bengals-Ravens matchup tonight?
Bengals.
I'm picking Baltimore.
All
right. Turn left on South.
I think
Road.
the.
I mean, what's the line? 2.5?
I don't know the line, but
I had to laugh. Matt chose Dallas -17 and
this week,
last week against the Giants, and Joe was giving him a hard time. And I said, I feel good about this because they're starting Danny DeVito at quarterback.
Tommy DeVito, but
Danny DeVito's the guy, the old guy in the
Jersey Mike's commercials.
And so they end up beating them by 50 points. So
who do you think wins? Steelers-Browns.
And I screwed up. Well, until yesterday's news, I would have said the Browns easily.
I picked the Steelers despite my head said the Steelers. My gut said the Browns only because of their defense.
And they're at home.
Yes, and they're at home.
So that's where I think the Browns
they're going to start
still...
DTR. I think it's very less likely that I think the Browns would beat the Steelers.
I think it is one of those things.
Browns and Steelers have two of the best defenses in the AFC.
Yeah. Yes.
In a quarter of a mile. Turn
but
right on
I
Acacia
think
Drive.
DTR, more experience, actually knowing he's starting more than 5 minutes before the game starts. I think he's going to play better. But they can still run on the Steelers.
I think so.
It'll be close, but I still take the Browns -1. But I wouldn't put money on it. Let me put it that way.
I agree with you.
Turn right on Acacia Drive.
So Raiders, Dolphins, who you got?
That's not what I'm doing. Raiders, Dolphins? I think Dolphins. What's the line?
I'm on Google, so I'm not. These are just the matchups for you. Yeah.
Miami all the way. The Raiders. I mean,
Miami would be 7-3.
Nice story, but they're gonna house them.
Yep.
Raiders defense has got Max Crosby and nobody else.
Right. And
so
Amik Robertson, who's been shining as our corner, been pretty.
So that's an easy pick.
Yeah, Miami.
But I think their point spread is big.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because I got to pick one. I picked Oregon -23.5 over Arizona State for my Saturday pick.
Oh yeah, because Oregon's gonna beat Arizona State.
I know, but by 23.5, that was my pick. The other one I liked was Texas -7.5.
Texas minus. Who are they playing?
Who are they playing? Kansas State.
Some team in the Big 12, I would assume.
That's gonna screw it up. He's gonna block us all. Yeah, you slide. That gets him all around the corner there. You got to go further, baby. Come on, move it up. You got to go.
I don't know why you're in the middle of the road, but
because you got reds all over the place.
Right.
I think he's trying to get into this lane, and people suck, and they don't let him in.
I think you should go around.
I can't go around.
I know
there's a bunch of traffic, but all right. So
there we go.
Somebody was a halfway decent
In
person.
half a mile, turn left on Miramar Boulevard.
Okay. Bears, Lions.
What is this guy doing? Oh my God. Bears, Lions. Oh, Lions.
Lions are winning that one pretty easily. And next week they're at home against the Packers.
Yeah, the Lions
on Thanksgiving.
I got both the over and the Lions on my bonus bets.
Yeah.
But on the parlay that we did together, ended up being a push because they won by 3.
Yeah.
Because the line had moved to 3.
There were 6 game-winning field goals over the weekend.
That's crazy.
I think that's the most in NFL history in a single week.
1,000 feet. Turn left.
No, it's gonna literally have me go around Warrensville Center. This is dumb. All right, ignore him.
All right. Titans, Jaguars. I'm taking Jacksonville.
They're gonna be salty after getting housed.
Tennessee is not good.
They're not. Will Levis will be okay.
Will Levis is okay, but I just don't think they have a good
In 1.9 miles.
They weren't good
Turn
last
left
year.
on
They're just not good this year. They're 3-6.
Who is?
The Titans.
Yeah.
And the Jags will be 7-3 coming up.
Yeah, they're going to be salty. I like Houston. They were -4, and now it's -5 over whoever the hell they're playing.
The Texans are playing Arizona.
Yeah, I like that line. I still like that line, I think.
Yeah.
-5.
The Chargers.
I mean, even though Kyler Murray is playing.
The Chargers are playing the Packers. I picked LA.
Yeah.
Only because
Packers
Green
are
Bay
terrible.
the Green Bay is bad. They're not as bad as the 2-8 Arizona Cardinals, though.
No. That's another one. And you don't have the line. So
I don't have the line,
Right.
so.
Because I'm going to have to, at some point on Saturday, I'm going to have to make 2 Sunday picks.
Yeah.
Now, I say all this, I'm only betting $1.
Yeah, I understand
it's
that.
not like I'm betting $50,000 on these games.
Right.
So.
And then the
it's
Cardinals taking on the
all
Texans.
for
I'm
fun.
taking Houston.
Yeah, even with that's the one I think I've been.
How would they be
eyeballing.
6-4 coming up? And
And
after
trending
this game?
upward. I mean,
Right. Do you know who else is trending upward? The Vikings.
Yes. And Josh Dobbs, and we've been lamenting on how much better.
They're
off we
6
would be
and
with-
they've won 5 straight
Imagine
games.
if Josh Dobbs was still our backup and now our starter.
Right.
Like, awful.
We shouldn't have.
We've been.
You guys
yeah,
shouldn't have traded him to the
No.
Cardinals.
Terrible decision. I mean, you wouldn't have known that.
The Vikings bye week is week 13, I think. So
I think in a lot of ways you have to know that your starter's going to get hurt
yeah,
going to be out at least one game.
I knew it was going to be his shoulder because that rotator cuff injury was.
I mean, the dude. I mean, let's just. He's a dirtbag of a guy,
right.
but that dude, for the first time in a Browns uniform, balled out. Like
Against the Tennessee Titans.
No, I'm saying he completely balled out over Baltimore in that second half. It was like 19 of 19, and
At one point, he was 1 for 8 for
Right.
19 yards and
like
a pick.
he just looked
At one
so
point in the game, he was 1 for 8.
disinterested in playing in the first half. I'm not joking.
I know.
It was like,
That's what makes it funny.
and then all of a sudden it was like somebody punched him in the mouth. He woke up and said, "All right, I guess I'll play." Like that's and you're like, finally, the Browns have got a guy who's a gamer.
Yeah.
And the dude goes down to this season injury. Like
Here's another obvious
the
one.
Browns are the browniest Browns of the Browns of all time.
They're the
All right.
Cowboys, Panthers. We all know who's going to win that one. Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
Dallas is going to beat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy pick.
They're going to beat them by 50 points.
Straight up, that's an easy pick. With the points, it gets interesting. But
Frank Reich's offensive scheme is just bad.
for the Panthers,
yeah.
They don't have many players. I mean, so
Yeah, they got rid of DJ Moore.
I think you
They
always
almost
you always have to look at the scenario of coach can only do so much with
Right.
the talent he has, and
True.
great coaches will get the best out of their players.
Yeah.
Mediocre coaches will get exactly what everyone else will get out of their. And there's no bad coaches in the NFL. I mean, they're all.
other than Urban Meyer.
Well, he's not in the NFL.
Right.
Oh my God! Did I hear
In
that
1 mile.
they're
Turn
talking?
left on
They're
Stone
talking
Road.
about
Him going to Michigan State for a bunch of money.
right.
Like that dude is just.
He's not gonna. Well,
He's gonna make a bunch of money. Is what he's gonna do.
if you look to your right, you'll see Cleveland Heights High School, where both Jason and Travis Kelce played,
What's this guy doing?
and now they're gonna play each other again on Monday.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good
All
game.
right. So next game.
Giants Commanders. I am taking Washington.
Yeah.
Only because I don't think the Giants are really that good. They're going to be 2-9.
I think the other problem you have with the Giants is the first problem you have is they're not that good. The second problem is they're not playing hard.
Right. They don't have Daniel Jones can't. Well, Daniel Jones has a torn ACL. He can't play.
Right.
Also,
But the rest of the team isn't playing hard.
Right.
So let's not pretend like they're
yeah, the Giants' O-line is garbage.
garbage. They're bringing guys up from a couch. Are you seriously going to...
Justin Pugh. I find that story to be hilarious. Justin Pugh coming from the couch. He was a free agent.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, the Giants ended up signing him to the practice squad and then elevated him. And even on the Sunday night intro against the,
they're trash.
they are trash. I agree.
Yeah. So
they're going to be 2-9. The Commanders, they would be 5-6,
which for them
is normal.
I mean, Sam Howell I've seen moments with him.
Right.
He'll get better. Will he? Is he?
He's not the same quarterback he was at North Carolina.
Well, nobody is. I mean, nobody. There's no. I mean, CJ Stroud.
Think about Mitch Trubisky.
Think about CJ Stroud coming out of Ohio State. Did you predict dude would be throwing 450 yards,
470
drives? No. Did you think he was going to be good? Yes. Did you think he was going to be this good, this fast? No.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
No. I don't know where it's trying to take me.
All right, next game we have the Bucks taking on the Niners. I'm picking San
Niners.
Francisco.
Yeah, that's an easy pick.
Turn
They
left
looked
on
great
Stillman
against
Road.
Jacksonville.
What's that?
They looked great against Jacksonville.
They did, and they had all their players back.
Right.
Williams
Debo
back. They had Debo. They
Debo
had,
Samuel coming back definitely helped.
Then turn left.
I mean, they had them all back, and and now they got Chase Young.
Right.
That's
Two Ohio State guys.
those guys. That defense was formidable to begin with, and now they've got
Now they're a powerhouse.
yeah.
I'm picking the Niners. They'll be 7-3, and the Bucks will be 4-6.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean,
They started the year 3-1.
yeah. I mean, you can't sit there and say it's been Baker's fault.
I agree with you. I think
Baker's been solid.
Baker has been solid, especially he played a really good game against Houston in Week 9, and I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Like,
3/4 of a
you
mile.
got to give him credit for making that offense a little bit better than it was.
Yeah, I mean they've got offensive weapons.
If Baker gets injured, then Trask comes in,
O-line has been
who hasn't had
very
single NFL start in his career.
mediocre. The O-line's been mediocre.
Yeah. I'm picking the Niners. The Jets taking on the Bills.
Oh God, everything in my bones says
Buffalo. I'm
Buffalo.
picking the Bills.
but
I'm picking the
How
Bills.
many times is the Jets?
How many times is
Although they fired
Josh?
Ken Dorsey.
They did fire Ken Dorsey, but they did downgrade.
I don't think they downgraded.
I-
I think they got rid of.
Yeah, that's fine. But do you know who they promoted to be their interim offensive coordinator?
Who?
The Carolina Masterclass known as Joe Brady.
In 1,000
No,
feet,
but that guy
turn
was a
left.
beast at LSU with Joe Burrow.
Joe Brady?
Yeah, wasn't he the O coordinator when Brady? When
I'll have to check
Burrow
on
was
that,
there?
but
I don't know that he's the right guy long term. But he's
but-
got to be better than Dorsey. I mean, that game against the Broncos.
that
was
game
brutal.
against the Broncos was bad.
brutal offense. I mean, and
No,
turnovers.
I think it was the defense and special teams.
Well, that didn't help. I mean, they still should have won the game, and they got
Right.
12 men on the damn field.
They shouldn't have had Bernard trying to be in the back, trying to block the kick.
Unbelievable. Just
They should-
unbelievable how terrible.
I love how even after that Bernard was still back there, and like
Just almost unfathomable how
It's-
just sloppy they
well,
were.
I think the reason why they had 12 guys,
Turn
I think
left
they
on
had
Delaware Drive.
that was where we saw the Muppets, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your mom and I used to go there all the time. It was a great restaurant.
I think the reason why they had 12 guys in the field was because
Nobody knows how to
In
count.
400 feet, stay to the left.
no,
Stay to the left.
because they had to
Left.
scramble. They had to scramble. The clock was running. There were no timeouts left. Buffalo couldn't do anything. Denver couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
But Buffalo had to scramble their way to the special
Somebody's job
teams.
is to count. I don't know how to tell you that.
Right.
Somebody's job is to
Just
go
count
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, and if you count 11 before you get to yourself, run off the damn field.
Yeah.
Oh, they fixed this already. Good.
Yeah, but I'm taking the Bills. They'll be 6-5, which I'm not really fond about. But if they win their next 7 games, they're probably gonna either
win
the division and make the playoffs, or just make the playoffs. They'd be 12-5.
I saw a stat that they statistically have the hardest schedule,
They have Philadelphia coming
remaining
up too.
schedule in all of the NFL.
They have Philadelphia coming up, so
Yeah.
which
Browns isn't great.
I think they also did. They already play Dallas.
No, I don't think so.
In 1,000 feet. Stay to the left.
I don't think they played Dallas either, but
Yeah, so statistically, they have a very long road.
they do. Seahawks versus Rams.
Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Rams are kind of sucky. They're
and they
bringing
really
in
they
3 and
a lot
6.
of injuries. I mean, maybe Stafford's playing, maybe he's not.
Maybe they'll start Carson Wentz. Who knows?
Yeah.
I just found that funny that the Rams signed Carson Wentz after starting Brett Rippon and him sucking against the Packers.
Oh my God, he was god awful.
He's Brett Rippon.
I mean, part of that problem is, there's.
He was literally a starter.
He's not an
Use the
NFL
left lane to
quarterback.
turn left on
He's
East
not,
105th Street.
But the Broncos made him look like one.
He
Even
is-
though,
Well, they do that to a lot of people.
yeah.
They don't set him up for success. So, like, if he's not an NFL quarterback and you're playing him like he's Matthew Stafford,
Yeah.
so it's not just the individual that's bad; it's the people around them
Yeah.
making the decisions. That
There's the hotel.
Yeah.
Probably are going
The-
crazy, at least one of them, and that would be Andy Bell of Erasure, because he loves to talk.
I wonder how many times.
Sunday night, we have the
Loves to put on a show.
Vikings on the Broncos. I'm actually going Minnesota.
My God, how do you go bet against Josh Dobbs at this point?
Yeah. Dosh Jobs.
Very ambient feel called Songs of
Yeah, so the Vikings would win 6 straight,
Andy Bell's at home.
be 7-4, and in the playoff hunt.
On the road as a
Maybe Waze knew what it was doing. It was trying to get me away from
One and-
Cedar.
And then last we have the Eagles and the Chiefs. I gotta go Kansas City. That one is, no brainer. I mean,
I agree with you.
the Eagles are gonna put up a fight. Yes, that's gonna be a great game.
Turn left on East 105th Street.
Because you've got.
And then next week we have the Raiders. So
You've got.
In 2.6 miles. Turn left on East 30th Street.
Okay, you finally got me to where I needed to be.
yeah,
Yeah, I think coming off a bye, Andy Reid is awesome off the bye. People will have their nagging injuries a little bit better.
the Eagles were also in a bye. So
It'll be interesting. I mean, it's going to be a great game.
yeah,
I don't know that I'd put money on that one because
Yeah.
I think either team could win that easily. I mean, not they would win easily, but they, easily either team
Yeah.
could win.